he is the Tom Cruise of this situation.
Newey's the, is it Iceman?
Yeah.
And Maverick, Hamilton, and then Goose.
And then who are the other guys? Goose. Well, good.
If you've been living on another planet, the news has broken and been confirmed that Adrian Newey will be leaving Red Bull. Now, there's a whole bunch of other details about that are still a bit unclear, but it's been, I guess, speculated for a long time that he might be one of the characters that might be on the move, along with Max Verstappen, along with Helmut Marko. I mean,
if they all leave, though, right?
Christian Horner leaves. Perez is just left there by himself to do everything. It's going to be
changing his own tyres.
It's going to be entertaining.
Up and out. He's got 2 cars. Maybe he doesn't have to change tyres. He just has the second car ready to go. One stops every race. He just hops out, jumps in a new car.
Adrian Newey, the guy who designs, he's the absolute engineering genius who has been behind so much success in Formula One. Apparently, he's got between drivers and constructors championships 20 constructors to his name.
Exactly.
Success at Williams. Lots of success at Red Bull of late, and I mean. He tried to step away.
Right?
Yes. He tried to step away at one point. They started to fade, and then he was like, just kidding, and stepped back in. And they started dominating. So
he was like, I suppose I've got this other notebook of stuff you could use if you really wanted it. Like, here's all my ideas for the next couple of sets of regulations.
Yes. So it's not confirmed where he's going or exactly when, but they first got reported as rumors from some... not less than reputable, but not the people that I necessarily take to the bank with their opinions to say it's confirmed Adrian Newey's leaving. And I was like, I'll just wait until someone else confirms that. And then 5 minutes later, the BBC confirmed Adrian Newey is leaving. I was like, well, this is it then. This is happening.
This is it.
And the question, I guess, is where might he go and when? Some speculation that it won't be until... basically 2026, basically 2026. But does that mean that he might leave at the start of next year? Does it mean that he might not be able to work on the 2026 car at all? He'd have to wait till 2027. I think those are just sort of finer details that will work themselves out. Maybe the more interesting question is where might he go? Well,
it's got to be Ferrari, but it might not be. I can imagine that Adrian would only really want to move for wherever he's going to go. They're either going to give him one. It's these two things, right? And I think they're at kind of either ends of the spectrum. It's either I want to work like 3 days a week. I want to like be a like non-executive director. I want to be mentor. I want to be like, cool, I will help. You know, let's talk, like, this is kind of what like Johnny Ive did at Apple before he left, right? He's like, I don't want to do everything. I want to go work on these fun, other interesting projects. Give me your cream of your crop, and I will tell them where they're wrong and where they should be right.
Yes.
Because I want to go design more yachts. I want to go design more Aston Martin, Valkyrie, like Formula One cars, but on roads. I want to go and design the next AeroPress. Yep. These are the things, right? Or it's the complete opposite of that. He's like, I want full creative control. If I say we're putting fucking dorsal fins on this car, that is what is happening. And you either give me full creative control and I will take you to heights you have never seen, never felt, or I'm not in. So what do you think? Do you think it will be those two? Do you think I've got that read right?
Well, I think in the short term, he's staying in Formula One. I think beyond that, who knows? Obviously, he's getting old, but I think part of leaving Red Bull signifies his mentality of my time in Formula One is limited. Like, the clock's ticking. Maybe I'll stuff around in Formula One for a bit longer, see if I can help another team. And then
reinvent themselves.
What else do I want to do in the rest of my life? So that's his short to midterm stuff sorted out. So he'll be in Formula One for a few more years, I'm sure. Very highly rumored that he will be going to, well, Ferrari is a big possibility. We know there's big money on the table. The barrier for him going to Ferrari has always been, I don't want to move to Italy. I don't want to move my family. I just don't want to live in Italy. It's weird there. They don't speak English there. The gelati's really good, but other than that, no good. So if he follows, I mean, yeah, I'm sure he would love to design a Ferrari. Just design a Ferrari, but also design a Ferrari that wins a championship. I'm sure he would love to do that. So I feel like that's his heart for Lewis as well. It's another draw card. The other part of it is, does he follow his head? Like I said, he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave Britain, really. So does he go with Aston Martin? I mean, Audi is an interesting option. Yes, exactly. So Aston Martin, there's an offer on the table, and I'm sure they've been talking. So the question for me is really, if you're going to move and make a change, and you know the clock's ticking, you've only got a few years left to make one big one more big sort of era, one more Newey era of car, which lasts for 4, 5, 6 years, who knows how long. Is it going to be Ferrari? I sort of feel like it might be, but we'll see.
I think this just goes, I mean, maybe this is the simplest story, right? Like, choose the simplest explanation. Let's Occam's railway to this, right? What has Fred Vasseur been doing as team principal at Ferrari? He's just like, get me your best guys. Get every single guy who's the best, and I will assemble them together into the monsters.
Top Gun, let's Maverick this shit.
Here we go. Yeah, let's Maverick this shit. Oh, man, he is the Tom Cruise of this situation.
Newey's the, is it Iceman?
Yeah.
And Maverick, Hamilton. And then Goose.
And then who are the other guys? Goose. Well, good. Poor Leclerc. That's true. Oh. But yeah, so I could imagine that it could work, because if you really want him, it'd be like, right, I only need you in the office 2 days a week, and or not at all. I need you in for sprints, right? And you can come over to Italy for like a month and do all of this great work, and then do it remotely for a little bit.
Maybe.
I could see the timing.
Fly in for 3 days and fly home for 4 days.
Yeah, exactly right. As if Formula One would ever be shy of flying people around the world on. I mean, they fly parts around on private planes.
I mean, he goes to every. This is the other thing. He goes to every race. Every race. Yeah. So that's already half of the year written off. Yeah. So who cares where you live? The other, like, they have 1 month of downtime or something. Who cares where you live for that month?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway. Get back to it. So I think Ferrari. I think.
All right.
Is he? So when's he actually leaving? Because he could leave now, serve a year of gardening leave / non-compete, and get in for the 2026 regulations, where they start designing in the end of 2025.
I have heard that he works for Red Bull as an external contractor, and as such, the gardening rule may not apply, at least not in the way that it would normally apply. That's what I've heard. There's a lot of rumors going around about a lot of things. But we
are not ITK on this at all. I don't know.
No, so we will. There'll be more to say about this when we know, obviously, where